So we're down in the pond just doing a little bit of science with how we're going to set up our kelp farm. We have the kelp primed and ready to go with the piston ready to break it off above the base so it grows back, and an observer just waiting for it to show up. So if we plant one there, nothing happens, and if we hit it again, poof, off they go. So perfect. We just need to get this rigged up somewhere where we're actually going to keep it so we can collect it, because the lake's not really conducive to that. I'd have to put like a whole flowing water up here, and I don't want to ruin this. This is a really pretty space. I want to keep it looking pretty, and maybe even do some more prettification to it. Minus the shadow? I don't know. So yeah, so the next thing is just kind of figuring out where we're going to stick this so it runs, and I'm kind of thinking I might just bury it here in the hill, so it's running silently in the background, and just dumping all the kelp into some furnaces kind of over here in the ground, in out of view, and then they can just run and run and run and run. That'll make plenty of fuel and stuff until I can get into the nether and actually figure out how to go about getting some soul sand, because the nether, we spawn in a basalt delta. That doesn't work. So we kind of settled on where we're going to stick our kelp farm, and we're just going to tuck it away here at the front of the mountain a little bit. This will let it float actually up, and we will be able to grab it for moving over in like a little water stream all the way over to wherever we're going to need it in either direction. And look at that, iron in the hills. What luck. Yeah, we are going to get this kind of going here so that it actually floats up here to the top, and then we will bring it across. It might be a little bit of a challenge for how to get a water stream going, but as a worst case scenario, until I can hook it up into an actual furnace array, my goal right now is just going to be to get it broken and maybe just dumped into some sort of hopper. Since, we've kind of got it right there. And look at that. We have some pretty kelp. It's just kind of hanging out here and doing its growing. We haven't hooked up the redstone just yet in the back. That will be the next phase. We still need a way to get it when it comes around, and that means putting in some sort of water stream here at the top to bring it across here and dump it in, if nothing else, to some storage for the time being, just so we can start collecting it in bulk and throwing it in. Eventually, I think I might just want to throw it over this way towards this furnace, or even just bring the furnaces right along inside here, since I'm probably only going to do maybe 4 or 6 of them, maybe to start with. And this is one of those things that as we get more resources, we can always expand out. But this way, unlike here where the kelp is just sitting, all of this kelp down here is currently going unharvested. And in order to get it into a furnace to begin with, I have to collect it, which means I need at least 4 to 6 slots open, or I'm making multiple trips. And right now, that's up my waterfall, which that's a little time consuming. I'm not up for going back and forth. So I really want to get this set up, and this is a great little starter farm. And this is certainly just one way to get it done, using a little bit of quartz from the nether and some redstone on our caving trip. This will get us up and going and make sure that we have plenty of fuel, and more importantly, a little bit of some XP. So, all right, we are pretty well set. This is going to bring it up and over. We could take it up one more level, maybe, and just have another water running this way. And I might come back and do that, but I just want to see it actually be a little operational for right now. We'll just get a manual collection. And to do that, we're going to throw in our stone here in the back. And the redstone to cap it off. And what should happen is it should start We might have to actually go in there and break up some of it too to get it to regrow since we've been waiting here working on it. Ta-da! And then the whole row is going to go. So any one of them hits or triggers, they're all going to go, and it's going to take some time to float up. But they're all going to float up, and as they do, whoosh, they're going to wash right over this way, right to us. And that's what we want. So that's 8. Should be 8 down there. And so each time it goes off, that'll collect 8 coming up. Kept. And stored for right now. And boom. Just like that, we're ready to go. So the next time these trigger, that chest should get however much it triggers for. Well, while we're waiting for that to grow, because, you know, waiting for crops to grow and all, I do want to take a time and thank you for joining me on my stream. It's been a lot of fun tonight. I got more done than I thought I would, and not quite what I expected to. So it's kind of a win-win, and I got to hang out with some really cool people, which I got to tell you, I think I appreciate that more than anything else. And I'd love to see you join me, twitch.tv/Axynim. But it's a good first step. I'll work out the bugs. All right, so from the underwater kelp king of Mountaintop, I am going to head upstairs and get some much needed rest. And I hope you all do the same. Again, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will catch you next time. Bye, and take care.